I realized I forgot to mute the game music before I did my intro, but I muted it towards the end. Anyway, hello, happy Wednesday, happy hump day, my lords and ladies. Welcome back to another Shadowbringers playthrough retrospective portion to get my final character to the end of 5.0. Hopefully today we will get to Mount Gulg. But in the meantime, we're going to begin the stream as we always do. A little bit of a gamba. By the way, if you are watching this either live or through the VOD, please go ahead and leave a like. If you haven't already, please give a subscription and also consider supporting me directly with a channel membership and or super thanks or a super chat. That would be most appreciated. Well, one moment as I set up my quote-unquote second screen here, which is just my phone. I was running a little late, but man, I needed to. I really needed some sun. It's such a nice day where I am, and I need vitamin D. So I was like, it's cutting it close. But once that idea of getting sun got into my head, there was no escaping it. All right. Let's get the open tournament going. What are the rules today? Plus swap. Absolutely no strat needed. Or anything can happen. See how the luck is. No real good numbers in that one. Okay. No straddle vibes. Let's go. Somebody's watching the intro. Go with the twins and somebody, I don't know who. Go liquid flame and diamond weapon. And we'll do Stormblood Tataru. What do we recommend? Well, they recommend Stormblood Tataru. This is a definitely go second deck. So, who are you? Lamin. It's a god, right? One of the 12, probably from the 12 Alliance raid. Please go second, please go second, please go second. Sweet. No, I'll go. Just gonna go like that. Cleric. could try to expose it, but I don't have a counter to the 8. If he took over from the 6 side, I mean, I could have go from above with Alpha No and Alice. I could have done that and just block the center square, but probably should have done Liquid Flame on the side. Oh well, next time. Ooh. Do I have a 1? No, I do not. Oh well. I could be playing into a trap here. This is very dangerous because now he's got a chance 1 or 3. Oh, but he blocked it without. Oh my god, with my own card. Wrong way. With my own card, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, okay, the 7's on the opposite side, so Totaro, I can take Totaro back, but I didn't count on the 1-4. Everything's going a little weird, but let's do it. Took Alpino. You took Alpino. Bastard. Well, I'm just gonna put Taro right here. Okay, do I have a 1? Yeah, I do. But it won't flip that other card, so it's no point. So we'll just do that. Okay, do we have a 3? We do have a 3, but in the wrong direction. Both in the wrong direction. I need a block. He has Alphino, and if I put that here, he's gonna take Lamen and it'll block me, so rather win. Okay, one of us is gonna fight the leader. So he'll probably face Null Half Full and I'll face the 3 of Cups. So hopefully he beats them, but I beat them. I beat this guy even stronger. Again, he took Alfie. Not again. We're just gonna put Sai here. Okay, what do we got here? 3 apart, we have a 2, we have a same, we have 1, and we have 6. I am not doing too hot here. Let's see, do we have a 2? No, I want to set. We have a 1. I'm not doing too good here. Okay, 1 apart. I have same. Okay. Yes. About 4. Whatever. I gotta go for it. Okay. 5, 6, 6 opposite. I gotta hope he has a 1. He did not. Well, I'm not winning this tournament. But I am getting second. No, it's tied with second. Oh god, my inventory. It's getting so depressing. It's getting out of control. All right, let's get to. Let's get that ladder working, right? Oh boy. I was at the gym on Monday and I did not properly protect my back when I was doing stiff leg deadlifts. You're supposed to keep your core tense, so you use those muscles instead of your back muscles, and I really used my back muscles, and so my back's a bit tender right now. I mean, to be fair, I worked out my core first with some elevated leg crunches, and I know people say you should work out your core last, but man, it was packed. I had nothing to do. I was like, well, I guess I'll just do sit-ups. Waiting to do deadlifts, but man, people were on that machine super quick. Anyway, so if my back, if I suddenly go, oh, my back! It's, you know, muscle injuries sometimes take a couple of days to really manifest. So I think it's better. It's still a little tender, but I've had some bad muscle injuries in my day. Anyway, let's get a new minion, new minion. Hey, it's a little dress up Alice. Hey, and here's Blue Alice. The ladder. Alphina's eyes glow some joy. The ladder is situated to the north and west of right. Let's make our way there, Joe. That's an easy teleport to right. I feel like I talked to everybody on my first playthrough, so I don't really need to do this again, right? I just realized this weapon is the Innocence weapons. Do the Umorians just use... Is that what... No. I do not know what that sword is. Is that... If I had to guess, I would say it's the Crystarium sword. If I had to guess. I was like, oh, do all of them, do they all just use the weapons you can get from Mount Gould? Let me just do a real quick check. Never really looked at Ilmorian arms. So where can I find some soldiers? I can find one here. This looks like Mount Gould weapon. The sword again, so that seems to be their standard sword. Hey Fur, I saw your message after I closed the stream. Yeah, I don't know what it is about YouTube. It desperately does not want me to have private streams. Always switches over, but it went okay. I was expecting a clear. We did not clear. The last mechanic, you know, we have people of various skill levels on my static, and some people are just not wrapping their head around the last static, the last mechanic too well. So we might even be switching the strategy to try to accommodate them into, so they have a less stress, I wouldn't say stressful, but they don't have to be as diligent. Everybody has that sword, so that sword seems kind of standard issue. I know this is a little weird that I'm checking out. There's that same sword again. Trying to check out Ilmorian arms to see what the soldiers wear. So we didn't get the clear. There's that spear again, the innocent spear. Sin Eater spear. They call it what? Spear of the Innocents? What do they call the Sin Eater weapons? Forgiven spear. The Forgiven weapons. Anyway, let's teleport to right. So yeah, we didn't get the clear. I'm at the point where I'm kind of getting slightly bored with the fight because I've gotten so used to it. So I really need everyone else in my static to, well, not everybody, but we need everybody to focus up and get through it. It's funny that I didn't like the theme as much as I like the Final Fantasy VIII theme in the first two fights, but once you're like really know what you're doing with the Leviathan fight, you're kind of like, you kind of start to jam out to that song. Alright, hopefully I can get to the dwarves today. I'll at least get to Mount Gould. Kholusia, level 2 please. Let us go. Yeah, it's not even a pulse song, right? I think it's just a normal remix, which is kind of, I like that idea, you know. I don't remember the Titan theme, but I'm sure it'll be what do they call it when you can't, incomprehensible theme. I was gonna say illegible, but that's only for reading. Joe, dost thou see yonder pair of Talos? For a blessing, they were found in good repair. Master Chai prepareth to activate them as we speak. With our arcane knowledge, Yestol and I will serve as his assistants, and at the appointed hour we shall imbue the golems with aether. Others, meanwhile, attend to the ladder itself, which hath too long lain neglected. Extensive maintenance will be needed ere it can move again, as well as a myriad materials with which to perform it. If thou art willing, we will prevail upon thee to procure lumber. I know where you can get some lumber. Thanks, Joe. Directly to the south thou wilt find a dry dock. Then mount yards. Pray see if thou can persuade the folk there to part with some lumber for our cause. A nice relaxing day, huh? In the everlasting light. So the idea is, again, we're going to skip all blue quests. And those will kind of work as a buffer as I queue into Mount Cool again. Even harder than Mount Cool is queuing into Crown of the Immaculate. Think of bed going backwards would make you sick. There's some people that have problems with that, right? Like you go on the subway, sometimes there's like front and back seats, and some people just can't ride the back seats. Oh there, sinner, haven't seen you around here before. New to Gate Town, I take it. If you need lumber for a shack, you come to the right place. We can do the building for you too, though that'll cost extra. You want lumber to restore the ladder? Why in the world would anyone want to do that? If you don't have the coin, the least you could do is come up with a believable excuse. But look, I'm not one to turn folk away. I'll give you your lumber if you do me a favor in return. I just finished taking stock of our supply and was about to do another round for good measure. I want you to do the counting instead. And we'll see if your total matches mine. Now, some of the lumber is lying about the yard, but most of it is kept in the storehouse. For these, you can just ask Rithil for the number. Here, I'll lend you some writing materials so you can take notes. I'm pretty sure I remember I think I remember the right placement of the number. But we'll do math again. Okay, what's the math? Math in my head. Count 11 planks in the stack. Yeah, I did. Ironically, though, it took me longer because I didn't know I had to talk to this guy because I skipped the dialogue. I was like, where's the last set? I know there's 3 things I need to talk to. And I couldn't find it for a little bit. I'm like, oh, right, I have to talk to this dude. So there's 11, right? 11. There's one more up here. That happens sometimes when you're speeding through things, you just forget where things are. 11, 24, which would make 30, 35. And then he's going to give me like this minus this. Last account, we had 68 planks in the storehouse. 9 of those were rotted through. 68 minus 9, 50, 59. 59 plus 35, 90. No, wait, another load. Shit, 13. 58, 13. No, 59, 13. 72 plus 35, 108, right? That's the answer. It's 108 is coming back to me. Yeah. I don't need to look at the notes. Actually, let me look at... Actually, we'll look at the notes because I've never done that before, but it's 108, right? Oh, it just tells me in the description. Okay. Nothing funny about it. Okay, I must have been off by 2. Whatever, 106. That's close to 108, right? You're serious about the ladder? I'll be damned. In that case, please let us help with the work. We're shipwrights with no ships to build, only shacks. While it's a living, we all itch to do something greater. This fellow you say is in charge, I reckon he'd mind the likes of us barging in on his project? He's welcome to help. Wonderful. I'll round up the lads and lasses and we'll head over to the ladder along with all the lumber you need. Would it be worth teleporting? Nah. I'm not gonna lie, this Namazu mount, it's kind of wearing thin on me a little bit. There's certain mounts that I don't vibe well with, but I keep them on my favorites because sometimes you want to have, like, ooh, I like this mount more. Like, I don't like the armored cats very much. I don't like the Phoenix as much as I thought I would. Like, the Phoenix has made me appreciate the Firebird more. The only problem with the Firebird is, good lord, they should have designed its mouth better. It's just sticking out its tongue like in a static position. Art thou returned? Wert thou able to procure the lumber? Well, well, not to secure not only the material, but the eager cooperation of the shipwrights besides. Their expertise shall greatly avail our efforts. Master Chai's own efforts have not been without struggle, but he hath proven himself to be a determined soul. I doubt not but that the work shall be completed ere long, and we may continue on our way once more. Though it has been years in the making, as long last do the people stand united in defiance of the world's fate. Their hopes spurred us ever toward journey's end. Toward. Whatsoever may await us, when thou takest thy final steps, pray that it shall be with a smile upon thy face. Ah, smile better suits a hero, does it not? A view from above. Urianger is wearing a pensive look. Ah, but prematurely do I give myself to sentimental musings. Many more pressing concerns demand our attention, not the least of which is the matter of how we might reach the mountain detached from the land as it is. For the present, 'twould appear we have matters here well in hand. Perhaps thou shouldest take thine ease for a time. Thou wilt need every ounce of thy strength for the trials ahead. And now we get a buddy time with the fact that you transform into the Phoenix as a detractor. Yeah, I think that's really it. Like, if we were riding on top of the Phoenix, I think I would enjoy it a lot more. I don't know why they didn't just let us ride on top of it. Is it because the Phoenix can do its little fire thing and they thought that would be too weird? Because it's the same model as the Firebird, so there is a riding animation for it. Alright, let's talk to Emmett. Somebody got an easy job. I see somebody sweeping. It's like, yeah, this person. Just sweep. Sweep up the side.
Would you look at that? The citizens of Yulemore engaging in what can only be described as manual labor. Who would have thought it possible? Do you know the most reliable way to deal with those who stubbornly refuse to see reason?
Now that we know that we're the sundered version of like one of Hades / Emmett's friends, this hits a little bit different, right?
You conquer them, crush them under heel. Such was the trusted method of Alec, and one still favored by Garlemald. But conquest is the easy part. The true challenge begins once the dust has settled, quenching the glowing embers of animosity and maintaining a semblance of peace. This requires the conqueror to treat the conquered with dignity, and the conquered to let bygones be bygones, a difficult feat to achieve.
Yep.
But you have achieved just that, to my considerable surprise.
Oh, who did I conquer? I guess oh, that's right. I think I had this very same conversation in my first playthrough where I literally did go into Yulmore, you know, guns a-blazing and dispose of their leader. So.
It's a compliment. Take it.
Take the damn compliment. Jeez. What is Alisaie doing up there? Just looking side to side. Looks like she doesn't really know what she's doing with that.
The vibrant energy that fills the air when like-minded souls gather. To think back on that time before time, fair brings a tear to the eye. What? You thought ancient beings like us incapable of crying? Well, rest assured that if your heart can be broken, then so can mine.
Is he saying something? Is he saying, hey, you're tempered just like me? And again, I hate using that term. Enthralled. You're enthralled just like me?
Back when the world was whole, we had family, friends, loves. Men knew peace and contentment, and with our adamant souls, we could live for an age.
Are they truly immortal then? Or I feel like they say they're nigh ageless, so maybe they do just have a very long lifespan. I don't know. Which would then kind of quench my theory that the whatever you want to call them, they're not void sent, but they look like void sent. Whatever those abominations were called, were like an immune response from reality itself to get rid of them. Or the planet, I should say.
There was no conflict born of want or disparity. Our differences paled into insignificance next to all we had in common. And then there was Amarant. Never was a city more magnificent. From the humblest streets to the highest spires, she fairly gleamed.
I would like to go see this Amarant.
Not that you would remember any of this.
See, he knows that we were once his friend. Remember?
Never mind. The point is, the world of old was a far better place than what we have now. I believe you would like it, having witnessed the things you have. Remember, you are of the source. Unlike the half-men here, you stand only to gain. Should you survive the remaining calamities, you will become our equal, a complete existence in a complete world.
Except the 13th is then destroyed. It can't be rejoined. We'll never be whole. We'd be 1/13th less.
But such talk is a pleasure for later. Back to work, hero.
It's funny that he says that.
There was one thing I had meant to ask.
Okay, well, before I continue, he says that, you know, it's like, if you survive the calamities, you'll be our equal. But it's like, I guess he didn't, I guess the Crystal Exarch didn't tell him. The 8th Emerald Calamity kills me. It kills me. I don't survive the 8th Emerald Calamity.
How well do you know the Exarch?
Speak of the devil.
Has he ever deigned to show you what hides beneath the cowl?
Cut to me wearing a cowl. Huh?
What? Never? Even to you? How very interesting.
How does he even see?
I shall enjoy working out what it means. Until next time.
There we go, dude. I was like, do the little hand thingy. It's your trademark.
Oh, I knew you could do it, dearest. I never doubted you for a moment.
You can tell they're good Talus because they don't have their hands. They don't have their hands raised up. Those are bad Talus. Good Talos have their hands down. Bad Talos have their hands up.
I don't know if you remember, but when we first met in this world, I was all but spent.
It's funny, we talked to Emmett, then we talked to Albert. We're really getting the narration.
I never thought to wonder why until now. I think it all just got to be too much. The guilt of causing the flood. Knowing everyone hated me. But the worst thing was the solitude.
It could go crazy. You need a volleyball, dude. Call it Wilson.
Time wears you down, Hi. Solitude eats away at you. It was this close to finishing me off. But as bad as it got, and as empty as I felt, I can't even begin to imagine what it must be like for Emmett Selk.
What? Albert, you too. The guy's had wives. He has children. It's not super solitude.
All of which is a long way of saying, don't make a choice that leaves you alone. Nothing is worth that. Especially not eternity.
He has La Habrea and Oedipus too.
Glad tidings, my friend. The ladder lives again.
The three of us have been invited to do the honors. Are you up for it? Of course, if you're worried that the whole thing might come crashing down, we can always find someone else.
Are you up for it? I get that joke, but why'd you put the emphasis on crashing down? That's not a joke. That's a literal statement.
That's the spirit. Come on then.
We rode the ladder too, my comrades and I. Once upon a time. Watched the horizon grow, and the town shrink below us. Awed and terrified in equal measure, we ascended without a word, the silence broken only by the rhythm of the gears.
He's talking to me. I don't think he is. Oh, he got depressed afterwards.
No one but me remembers that day.
Oh, look at the cracks in that thing.
Remembers our journey and our end. Retread the path. Seek, and you may yet find.
It's funny, it's like just us rode the elevator, come to the top, immediately find somebody else there. How did you get up here? You're wearing what looks to be like Yulmorian clothes. And here we are at Top Rome. The others should arrive ere long. Alphino, Joe, come up here. There's something I need you to see. What could this be about? Okay. It's like, is there one up here? Apparently not. Let's see a little town. There's a village, Joe, over to the northeast. So there is. Yet, after 2 decades without the ladder in operation, I would not be surprised if such an isolated settlement had long since been abandoned. Nor I. But that was before I spied someone leave it and proceed to head in our direction, all while trying to remain unseen. Whoever this mysterious person is, they should still be out there. Go on, take a look, Joe. Oh, I'm like, what the hell is that? Somebody's over there killing Taloses. I thought that was like a unique animation for a second. Alright. Now, you can find the shoe bill here, yeah? There he is. I'm starting to think that this is more than just a joke. I mean, it might just be a joke, but I'm starting to have... I mean, he's only in Kholusia, though. It would have been better if the shoe bill was everywhere. And I'm like, are you like some being that's watching us? Some higher being? The creature stares at you unflinchingly. This probably isn't the mysterious personalities I saw. Like, he's in every one where we can zoom in Kholusia. But look at him looking at me. Maybe it's just a joke, but I don't know. It'd be funny if, like, later we find out the shoe bill is somebody way more important. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot who this guy was the first time I did this. I did not recognize him at all. Like that painter we saved for, like, hanged out with for 2 minutes. There's someone, right? And they were spying on us. Personally, I don't feel comfortable not knowing who they are. What do you say we investigate? I'm curious too, I must admit, and I dare say we have a bit of time ere the others ascend. It settled then. Let's head to the village and see if it is indeed inhabited. It's just a station, right? People probably didn't live. Maybe they did. Maybe these were homes. It's like, why not live right at the top? Probably worker houses. Okay, let's just make sure. I think there's one just south of... I don't even remember what this place was called. What even is that? It's a light post, I guess. Amity, that's right. That's what this place is called. Half-empty cups. Why couldn't they... I was about to make the same joke. Why couldn't they be half full? The cups are half empty or half full. This... Anyhow, you see such things. Down the counter, a kettle bubbles steadily on the stove. These guys did not do a good job of concealing their presence. Knock, knock, knock. Hear faint sounds from inside the building. However, the door refuses to budge. I'm gonna say, yep, nobody here. Wink, wink. What news, Joe? Were you able to find anything of note? This place is really abandoned. Wink, wink. I don't think so, my friend. Wrong! While there is no one to be seen, 'tis plain that this village is anything but abandoned. You calling me a liar, Alpha? No? Take out my daggers. If the village are trying to conceal themselves, they are doing a rather poor job of it. But if they don't wish to be seen, what are we to do? Say, aren't you the ones that saved my life? I'm supposed to remember him, and I'm like, who are you again? You're Tristal, the artist from Yulemore. You remembered. Getting Alpha Nose here. Ever since we parted ways, I have worried for you, bound to the city as you were. Never did I imagine that we would meet again, and here of all places. We could say the same thing to you, my friend. I'm glad to see you hale and whole. But tell me, what is this village? This is Amity, a settlement made up of those who survived being exiled from Yulemore. As I wandered the wilds, I chanced to cross paths with an inhabitant of these parts. He took me through a secret tunnel which led to the top of the bright cliff. I've been here ever since. Life is hard, but we know a semblance of peace. Well, we did at any rate, until Mount Gulg broke away from the earth. And then, just as suddenly, the ladder started moving again. And you feared whoever was coming up would threaten your lives? Aye, but I see now there's no cause for concern. I see now that mountain being up there is no problem at all. I'm perfectly fine now. Did you not see the massive sin eaters starting to converge on it? Will you tell me what has brought you here? So, Vothri is a Sin Eater and has fled to Mount Gulg. Tis a strange tale, but I have no reason to doubt your words. I owe you my life. If there's anything I can do to help, you need but say the word. Your help would be most welcome, Tristal. To begin with, we request your people's permission to reconnoiter the area. If we are to confront Vothri, we must find a way to reach Mount Gulg. Of course. You hardly need our permission to be here. I will tell the others about you and yours. Now, we haven't much to offer in the way of hospitality, but our village is at your disposal. Please use it as you see fit. Yeah, why aren't more people panicking? It's a freaking mountain is floating. It's got a weird halo around it. And honestly, when Vothri came here, they should have seen the Sin Eaters flocking to it. So, you know, there is the slight theory I have is that Vothri is such a strong Light Warden that he can actually manifest Sin Eaters. Which is probably not the case. Why would he need people? I mean, it'd be funny if he could manifest Sin Eaters and then eat them, but he was using people to do that, so. But we see him do it several times that Sin Eaters just start to teleport. Maybe he can teleport Sin Eaters, like he has Sin Eaters and he can teleport them, and I definitely believe that Vothri has some input on how a Sin Eater is formed, like the shape they take. I do not think a Sin Eater would become a bunch of cubes on its own. I think Vothri put like 4 Sin Eaters together and like turned them into a bunch of cubes and like, yep, there we go. That's block. Block the path. Literally block the path. Okay, Shadowbringers, let's switch over to healer. We're almost to 80 with Astro. Alize is eager to get on with the task. Yet another hapless soul that Alphino saved from mortal danger, I see. Some things never change. At any rate, it seems that brother has a mind to linger. Meanwhile, I have a mind for us to explore. Joe and I are going to scout out the area. We'll be back in a while. Well, they're not living in the sense that you and I live, but as far as a Sin Eater lives, I think that's Vothri. Like, he made that Sin Eater look that way. And judging by the fact that there are 4 masks, I would say that they were like a chimera, basically made a chimera Sin Eater, took 4 Sin Eaters, or 4 people for that matter, turned them into Sin Eaters and shaped them into those cubes. It's like, what is my purpose in life? Your purpose is to block the way, is to stand there and kill anybody that comes there. Oh well. Very well, then. Just take care out there. There is an Aether down south, but as we know, eventually we will be that way to talk to the Crystal Exarch, so... Scree! Why is this place called Scree? The Great Serpent's influence is too strong. The path diverges. Let's split up so we can cover more ground. If I go east, if you would be so kind to head west. We aim to meet at the foot of the mountain, taking note of what we see along the way. In a short while, then. Hey, Dark. What's my favorite class? That's really hard. I'm an Omni main, so It's really hard for me to pick a favorite. Ah, man, I don't know. There's only like ones that if I had to choose, I haven't played these, so I don't really know. Paladin's okay, Warrior's fine, Dark Knight's cool, liking Gunbreaker, Monk's nice. Not the biggest fan of Dragoon, but I'll play it. Ninjas definitely has grown on me. I do like Samurai. Healers need some work. I'm most excited for tanks and healers for Evolve mode. But White Mage has become surprisingly fun at level 80. I haven't played too much Scholar at 80 to really know. Astro's fine, it's just a bit busy. A bit busy to not do a lot of work, especially when it comes to DPS. But, you know, it's nice to have cards and have options, like you can save them. But then you have to use them by the time the redraw comes, which kind of is annoying. I'm a big fan of Bard. I'm just starting to play Dancer, so it's hard for me to tell. Black Mage is fine, a little boring. These are all... I'm not the biggest fan of magical range DPS, to be honest. Maybe I'm just not very good at it yet, or I haven't reached the fun point, quote unquote. But Black Mage and Summoner are kind of too easy at the moment. And Red Mage, I screw up a lot with Red Mage, so I hope that complicated answer gave you a little insight to what I do. I guess I'm a bigger fan of melee DPS Monk and Samurai. I'm not gonna lie, I'm liking Gunbreaker. I've been playing 08 Savage Mine. I try to join groups with that as Gunbreaker, and I like Gunbreaker's rotation because it has a lot of weaving in it, which reminds me of level 50 and 60 Dark Knight when Dark Knight didn't have to manage its MP. But now that I've gotten used to managing MP with Dark Knight, I've grown to appreciate the Darkest Night a bit more. I haven't played enough Paladin at 80 to like know their new combo or whatever. But I say like Summoner's so easy, but like my plan is to play Summoner for E4S Mine. Hot take, Forgiven Ventry is a much more attractive succubus than the original succubus model. Is that a hot take? Yeah, definitely better. Like the porcelain skin rather than the weird freaky horns and whatever. And that's another thing, like the given Venry is another reason why I think FFXIV has say over how Sin Eaters are formed. Like, I think he's making like Forgiven Obscenity and Forgiven Ventry, he's making them look like that on purpose, because let's just say FFXIV has good aesthetic. We've established this, right? For all his faults, what he does to Mount Gulg, wow, really nice. Yeah, very Romanesque. He's an appreciator of beauty. You don't have to be a good person, you don't have to like the guy to appreciate God, those things, first time meeting these, like, crystal things always freaked me out. I was like, what the? Didn't even see them. Their yellow text blends into the background. Plus, I would say, you know, you don't need to be a good person to have good taste. And I think Lothri is a man that appreciates beauty well enough.
You're a sight for sore eyes. I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few sin eaters out there.
Yeah, they're converging.
You too, then. It seems the closer we get to Mount Gulg, the more of them there are.
All right, Dark. Appreciate you stopping by, though. And on your way out, give a like. Give a like to the video. Help spread it around. I appreciate it, man. You have a good day, too. That's some that gave me a slight vertigo
Looks
that
a lot
time.
Bigger from here, doesn't it?
I think they were zooming out like that. Give me, I don't know. I just got, it wasn't very big, but just a hint of vertigo.
If I were Vorthri, the first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many sin eaters as I could lay my hands on.
And to be honest, since we basically made all the other sin eaters flee the areas that have night, he should have basically the whole, what's left of the world sin eater populace right here. Thanks, Dark. Appreciate it.
And judging by the number we've already faced, his lordship is of the same mind. This is going to be a tough climb. But first things first. We need to determine if climbing is even an option. The more I look, the less likely it seems. Y'shtola is right to be worried. But flying may be our only choice after all.
This should also have been a hint about time travel, because these are not, I do not believe those magic
There
tech
you are.
bits
Master Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
are Alec tech. I think that's Garlean tech, which means that the Steelworks might have procured some and that they put them in the tower. I know those things come out of the Ultimate Weapon, and Ultimate Weapon is technically Alec tech, but I always viewed that as, because look at their little wings, like that's so Garlean, right? And the Ultimate Weapon was restored by Nero, which is, you know, who is a Garlean, needless to say. So I always viewed that as like a Garlean, like, upgrade to the Ultimate Weapon. So I think that was kind of a slight hint that the Steelworks had something to do with the Crystal Exarch coming here.
Urianger. And you too, Exarch. What brings you here?
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes. I arrived at Bottom Rung too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Urianger and the others. Come, let us see how this unfolds.
The markings make her look like a Makote, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna stand by that
Well,
she
it
was
seems flying is off
the
the table.
Alra that got turned.
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Ah, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course.
Sure.
Master Alphino waiteth for us at top rung. Thither should we make our way.
Do, 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 do. Okay, let's make sure. Okay, just so. Those things really blend in well. I don't even see their names because the ground kind of is a similar color. Maybe that was done on purpose, right? It's always a sound that when this song plays, it kind of reminds me of like when Transformers transform. There's like this slight gritty like bop 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 bop. It's like when I fight the ultimate weapon when the primals get exercised from the ultimate weapon. It makes this small little sound that reminds me of my phone's text message alert. So for a while when I would do that, I would keep looking at my phone like, what? It's like this slight little ding sound. Next time you do Ultimate Weapon, listen for that. Mark my words. Once you hear it, you can't unhear it. I didn't expect to see the chives here, though I suppose it's well within their rights. At any rate, time to tackle our next obstacle, finding a way to reach Mount Gould. For this, we'll need to put our heads together. Alright, let's get... Another shame they have not reused the models for the dwarven weapons. Let's see how this looks. It's got a little whirlwind at the end. These are great. And they don't necessarily scream, except for the frogs. The frog ones, those are a bit on the nose, like, yeah, those are dwarven weapons. But a lot of them don't have this frog theme. And they're actually pretty good models. They should reuse them and make them able to be dyed. Alright, let's take the materia out of this. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, but I'll put it on here. Meld. Spell speed. And determination. An extra slot open. Hallelujah. Alright, let's... a moment. Let's see, what do I want to just stick with? Yeah, I'll stick with healer. We're so close to getting to 80.
In short, there's no path, and the sky is thick with Vorthri's winged devils.
Angels? Angels?
We might consider Amaro, but without extensive training, we cannot hope to contend with the Eaters. Yulmore's airship fleet, meanwhile, consists solely of transport vessels ill-suited for battle. And without the expertise of one such as Sid, we are in no position to attempt a refit.
FFXIV, summon us Sid. You said people close to me you were able to pull in. He's pretty close to me. I'm wondering what Sid's doing this whole expansion.
Frustrating! That wretched mountain should jolly well come back down to Earth.
Astute observation, my dear.
Now, dearest, we mustn't disturb these good people at their work.
But you could do it, couldn't you? But me? Well, I don't. Fine.
Ridden the ladder and seen the sights. It's past time we took our leave.
The lady may well have the right of it.
See, I was like, she says, that mountain should just come back to Earth. And then Y'shtola says, she might be right. I thought, okay, they're going to use gravity. That's a spell. Summon Diabolos. Make him have that gravity ball.
Mount Gulg will not soon come down to Earth, nor can we compel it to do so. But if the mountain will not come to the land, mayhap the land may be made to come to the mountain.
That's not what she said at all, Y'shtola. Shaking Y'shtola. That's not what she said. She said it should come back down.
In the form of a Talos. A Talos large enough to reach out and take the volcano in its grasp.
I always resent's a strong word, but I don't appreciate that they didn't give us the chance to finally to say, like, that's a stupid idea. I still think that's a dumb idea, but hey, plot's got a plot, right? The fact that they were able to build a massive Talos in a matter of, what, hours? Makes no sense at all, let alone powering it. But whatever, you know. Fine. It got to show teamwork.
Such a golem would be an onerous undertaking indeed. Yet the principle seemeth sound in itself.
Boulder Dash! No one has ever made one even half that size. Leaving aside the small matter of logistics, which, by the way, would be no small matter, the design would be unimaginably complex.
I still think casting gravity would have been better. Like, think of the amount of strain it probably is taking on Vothru to keep that up. I think just pushing it down just a little bit might be enough to break his hold on it, but what do I know? I'm not the writer.
Though I suppose, if its only function is to cling to the ruddy mountain, perhaps it needn't be.
No.
Solid base, firmly rooted to the ground, sacrifice mobility to simplify the construction, reducing materials required. Wait, what am I thinking? We would still need a veritable army of people to do the work. Left to the crew that helped down below, it would take decades, if not a nice round century.
So, decades, if not a century. So he's estimating it would take about 100 years, if with just the Umorians helping, basically. So we get the other places to help us with it. That would be divided by 4, 100 divided by 4, over 20 years.
So we need more hands. And what sort of things would these hands be required to do?
You would need 10 divided by 100 by 10 would be 10. You would need 100 times the amount of people to bring it down to a year by Chainu's brief estimates.
Let's see. First, we'd need people to procure the stone for the chassis. The rock found near the mountain would suit our purposes well enough. It'd be a simple task to quarry the stuff, but given the stupendous quantity required, we'd need all the help we can get.
We have friends amongst the miners of Armoring. I will go and petition their aid.
While you do that, I'll make for Mordsuk. I'm sure I'll be able to drum up some support.
Be funny if Shalisay says, and I'll go to the enfeebled at the journey of In's head. They've got nothing better to do than lie around and waiting to die. Let's get some pickaxes in their hands.
Then I shall return to Kholusia. From fishers to carpenters, Yulmore is home to all manner of talented folk. I dare say their skills will avail us.
Is there anything else you need?
Do you like a translator?
Well, yes, actually. Magic. Lots of the stuff, as much as possible. To awaken a talus of this size would require an entire congregation of mages.
Oh, then the Knight's blessed.
Many among the Knights Blessed are gifted in the arcane arts. I will recruit them to our cause.
Even though most of them died in the fire and their fort burned down. It'd be cool if Quinford showed up, though. Wouldn't that be nice?
Fae too possess surpassing aptitude in magics. Yet they are not wont to cooperate in the endeavors of men. Leastwise, not without making all manner of mischief.
It's like, oh, what about you, Leon J? You hanged out with the Fae folk. He's like, no. Let's be smart for once, okay? We're not going to petition the Fae.
That being the case, I would instead call upon the people of the Crystarium. With thy permission, Exarch.
We are at your disposal, as are our Amaro and Chocobos.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me you can call on not only the people of Yulmore and the Crystarium, but the Knights Blessed and the Maud, and even those miners? But that's just about everyone in Ballynorvrad.
1 second. I gotta look, see if I found this. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look up this. I'm gonna look up Bally. I mean, I get the gist of it, right? But I don't have a formal definition of it. Unless I did look it up and it turns out that it's nothing. Bally. An informal intensifier. Like bloody. Yeah, I figure that's it. We'll just add it. It's been a while since I've done a vocab word, right? It's about time we got a new one. Paint. Let me just save it to my folder. I mean, for all I know, that was just Novron slang. Save it to my folder. Bally. Let's try to use that in our... Next time something needs a little intensifier, let's use Bally. The more you know.
Who are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
Power of friendship, my dude. It's so funny that Chai News and my character have the same face, but we look so different. People say, oh, everybody looks alike, everybody looks alike. But we have the same face, but different features. And I think we look pretty different in my humble opinion. Just, man, hair does a lot, does it not? The saviors of the world, inventors of no import. The artist, Alphano, and his assistant. I'm gonna be a little cheeky. Get a special camera angle for that.
Oh, dearest, have you forgotten already? Alphino told us that when we first met.
she just believes it.
Actually, that may not have been... never mind.
I'm starting to like her more. She's wonderfully doleful. Such a dotting mistel.
So, as you can see, you will not want for bodies. I trust you will have your design ready in good time for their arrival. Norvrant is counting on you, heir to Daedalus Stoneworks.
I still say he's Sid's sundered. He's a reflection of Sid.
We'll be back as soon as we can, and we'll bring the whole world with us.
I take it we will be assisting Master Chai, though I am quite sure he has everything under control.
This is where I have to play the minigame where I psych him up. Yep. Like, look. I know that that's the same face as me. But I mean, I guess really hair really does it. But we have the same markings, yeah, on our side. I have to say my character's a bit more handsome, thank you very much, myself insert. And we don't have facial hair. He does. Have the designs ready, she says, and good time, she says. Does she even understand what's involved? Before I can even attempt to design anything, I need intimate knowledge of the land. The knowledge of locals. Last I heard, no one lives here. I just met some people, dude. What? A village of Eulmorian exiles? But those people have every reason to loathe a free citizen like me. They couldn't possibly be willing to cooperate. This will never work, never. I never should have fixed that ruddy... Is ruddy just another thing like Bally? One second, I gotta look this up too. Oh, where is... There it is. Ruddy. Definition. Having healthy reddish color. Reddish. Oh, okay. Let's put this up. 1 second. So we have ruddy. See, sometimes I just, when I'm reading it, I'm like, I kind of get it, and I don't add it. But the second time I go through, I'm like, wait a minute, I don't really know that word. I thought it would be like another exclamation, like another intensifier, but it actually means having a healthy reddish color. Reddish or rosy, which I guess it is. It's kind of like a rust color, right? Or was it?
Ruddy.
Ruddy. So we'll save this again to... Save as to my folder, Ruddy. I'm going 2 for 2 so far. There we go, the more you know. I never should have ridden up here, never should have. Oh dear, darling appears to have lost the plot. Off to the loony bin he goes. But he has it in him, Joe. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants for confidence sometimes. If you were to give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure he can give you your Talos. Bit of advice I learned from his mother. He responds poorly to obvious praise. You'll need to find another way to stroke the fires of his motivation. Awaken his sense of daring. Choose words that will best encourage timers. In order to succeed, you must lift his spirit sufficiently during the conversation. What do you think? Should I fail this on purpose? See what happens for science? Or should I just get on with it? Chai Nuz is plagued with self-doubt. I can't do it. No one can. A talus of that size, no one's ever dreamed of it. Alphino once struggled to collect firewood. Ildia's counting on you as well. You're a genius! You can do this! Oh, it's that simple, is it? You say some magic words and I can suddenly do the impossible. Don't make me laugh. Chinese is plagued with self-doubt. As I said, I can't do a damn thing without those villagers. They'll not bally likely give it. Oh. Open to either enjoyed the unique animations for the painter and assistant response. Tristal among them, you said yourself, lest you forgotten, we essentially sent him to his death. Even if the others don't bear a personal grudge, he would never forgive us. You don't know until you apologize. I'll come with you. Don't worry, he'll forgive you for sure. How can he say such blithe claims without proof? You're either naive, or you think I am, and I am certainly not. He's given up completely. You have failed to encourage China to speak with. I failed. Okay, well. Duty failed. It'd be funny if it said, like, if they just gave us another cutscene where, like, and the Talos was never built in Bathory, thus reigned upon Yulmore for 1,000 years. The Warrior Light became the Warrior of Darkness, is it? Became a legend once more. China's is plagued with self-doubt. I know. You hardly need to tell me that. Do you think I disappoint her if I could help it? It's plagued with self-doubt. But regarding my own feelings, I can't give up. If you were there too, perhaps you'd be more willing to accept an apology. Wait, what am I thinking? To rely on others to fight my battles? It's disgraceful. That's what it is, and it might even make things worse. In the end, it's not even a question of forgiveness. Building such enormous house is impossible. No amount of contrition will change that. And even by some miracle, the people of Amity were willing to let bygones be bygones. I'd think that the plan is absurd. I think it's absurd. It's less absurd than changing to come to Yulmore. We liberated the castle with a strategy that most would call absurd. Everything you touch turns to gold. No one would doubt your plan. Okay, we're not gonna fail again. Well, now to flood the very castle you sought to reclaim. Such a strategy could indeed be considered absurd, yet you succeeded not in spite of, but because of it. Our own strategy may likewise seem absurd, but maybe, just maybe, it stands a better chance of success for it. Be as it may, there are risks to consider should the venture fail. Imagine a moment that we fail to reach Bathory and only succeed in provoking him. In his fury, he may well unleash his hordes of eaters and will meet a terrible end. We could build Talos for battle. Then we'll go together. I'll protect you. I'll protect everyone. We'll pick a Talos. I thought of that, I assure you, but I'm afraid Talos cannot contend with Sin Eaters. I don't know, dude. Those Talos out there seem like they could put up quite a fight. I would never have come to Yulmore. Nevertheless, I appreciate your earnest attempt to find a solution. Somewhat optimistic. Makes me wonder, what drives you? I feel like the longer we give him these medium responses, the more dialogue options we happen. Like, I think he has a meter that goes into like if we get 2 wrong, we fail. And I think maybe we could go, if we give him like super answers, like I feel like I'm picking in between answers. If I give him the right answers right away, he might get like up to the passing mark quicker. What drives you? Tell me, why do you throw yourself into the midst of such a grueling struggle? I got roped into it. So you're not... Oh, you're not fight willingly, just like me. We may put on a smile, but behind it there's only doubt. And even your heart isn't in it. There's no hope for any of us. No point in building the Talos. Oh, I failed again. Okay. Jeez, I thought I was allowed 1 bad answer. Let's see if I can make this go quicker if I pick the absolute best answers. Alphina once struggled to collect firewood. He did, but such a capable lad, bring me confidence. I suppose he's ever more capable must have struggles to overcome. Things won't improve by themselves. You have to take the first step. I know. Unless I take the first step, we can never be reconciliation. Despite chance for everyone to come together. Even if they hurl stones at me, perhaps it's worth trying to apologize. But what then? In the end, is it not possible to question forgiveness? It's less absurd than the change that's come to Yulmore. Well, I can't argue with that logic. Nor is the task simply a matter of finding a solution to a practical problem. From the perspective that's not entirely unrealistic. Then we'll go together. I'll protect you, I'll protect everyone. Yes. I see what you did there. That's how you win over the masses, with the impressive aura of dependability. Very well, you've made your conviction clear, but I'm assured, in spite of myself, I won't let fears get the better of me. It's unseemly if nothing else. See, I completed it faster before he asked me what my motivation was. I got to the top by picking the best answers. Yes, by the gods, I can do this. Just have a little faith in myself. See, I told you, if you pick the quote-unquote correct answers, you'll get him to like an invisible meter. You'll get him to the right part. So you can pick like the kind of medium answers to get more dialogue options to keep convincing him. So you like boost him up just slightly every time until you get to the top. Alright, let's head to Amenity and speak with the villagers with Tristel. My love, things are liable to become more dangerous. I want you to wait for me back in Yulmore. Nah. No, wherever you go, I'm going to. Besides, you're not the only one who has to apologize. But there's no telling what may happen out there. I don't know if I can keep you safe. Perhaps this is a bad idea after all. I don't know. I don't think I have what it takes. Master Chai, you are beset with doubt is proof that you can envision the task ahead. And that which man can envision can make reality. Thus did some old friends of mine once say. I'm wondering if this is also a hint that he's Grahatia. Did Noah, somebody in Noah say this to him? Even should it be a feat fit for the divine. If something has been done before, then it most assuredly can be done again by our own hands. That's a little idealistic, don't you think? Perhaps, Master Chai, perhaps. But what is a man if not an idealistic creature? 'Tis not an easy thing to achieve one's dreams, my friends can attest to that. Countless times did they meet with frustration in the course of their endeavors. None would have fault them had they given up, yet they never did. One step after the next they forged on towards their goals. And for their determination they accomplished numerous feats that many believe lay beyond the reach of mankind. Like them, you're a man of science. Amidst your doubts, surely there is a spark of desire, the desire to make the impossible possible. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like Framboge or whatever his name is, the older Rogadin. I feel like he might have said that. Come, darling. Like the old days, I would be the first to see your Talos. And you shall be, my dear. I would have none other at my side when my greatest masterpiece awakens. Right then, to amity. Yeah, Rambros. Is that what people call them? I'm glad my work struck a chord, shall we? When are we going to the dwarves? I need dwarves. I want to unlock the door so much so I have another avenue of leveling my craft. Plus, the dwarves seem like a fun bunch. Most interesting out of the tribal quests so far. I mean, the Qatari are like, yeah, you know, okay, Ronka history, Ronka. Pixies are pixies, we all know how I feel about them. They're assholes. Now the dwarves! They sounded like they've got some history I want to learn. Oh, I should probably be doing role quests. I was like, wait, what about Gyat? You have every right to be angry with us, but Vothri, he was controlling us the whole time. None of that was our fault. It was all Vothri, see? But please listen to what I have to say. I am tasked with delivering these people to Mount Goog by means of a Talos of here to 4 unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without the cooperation of those with intimate knowledge of the land. That is, you and your fellow villagers. Cooperation? After you ignored my desperate pleas and cast me out, you have the gall to come here and ask for my cooperation. You have every right to be upset. Vothri is not the one to blame for your suffering. We are. I mean, Vothri kinda is. We were free citizens without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardships of others. We didn't know what would become of you, and frankly, we didn't care. Now go queue, then roll quest? No, that's an idea. But we know now that what we did to you, to full many, was wrong. Terribly wrong. No words will suffice to make amends, but I want you to know that we are deeply sorry. Funny if Alphino just gaslit them. Like, really, it was Vothri's influence that made them more callous and indifferent to people. But Alphino's like, nope. It was all you guys. You guys suck. Now you have to help us to make amends. And like, I guess he's right. I guess they didn't. I mean, how would they even know, right? They didn't know Vothri was controlling them when they were. I'm not sure how do I feel. Should I forgive you, hate you, perhaps? It's not even my place to judge. After all, I sought a place in your city. I wanted to be you once. But one thing is clear to me. All of that's in the past, and we mustn't let past wrongs stand in the way of a brighter future. And so, I will cooperate with you. Please see our friends to Mount Gulg. You have my word. I'll set to work on the design at once. Wouldn't do to have nothing to show in the others, to show the others when they returned with help. Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented in the history of Talos building, nay, the history of all mankind. But rest assured, the genius of the Daedalus Stoneworks will deliver. I think at this point I can actually start wearing stuff. It actually starts to finally... Wicked White. Is there a problem? Well, you see, I've been promised people to procure the stone as well as imbue magic. When I was put on the spot earlier, I thought that's all we required. But I forgot about one rather important item needed to bring a Talos to life. It's art. What? What is it? The heart. The god's damn bally heart. Without one, a Talos is just a hunk of rock. So while I work on the design, I'd be much obliged if you could see to procuring the ore which is to fashion a heart. A heart suitable of bringing to life a Talos that shall embrace the very firmament. And now on another high level. I think at this point, 11, 22, 33. Yeah, it's better. But do I have the materia? They got piety. Whatever, just keep it like that for now, it's fine. We got to level 80, guess we'll put Monk up to it. Meet the Thalls. Tristal knows people who may be able to assist in your search for ore. If you seek material for the Talos' heart, I know people who may be able to assist. They're the Tholls, a dwarven family that have long mined this land. No one knows its bounty as well as they have. If you explain your situation, I'm sure they would be willing to cooperate. Indeed, 'twas one of them that showed me the secret tunnel to the top of the cliff. You'll find the Tholls at their village to the northwest, a place called Torma. When you arrive, seek an audience with Chief Zymot, and do not forget to greet him with a hearty lally-ho. Permit me to join you, Joe. I would keep my joints limber, and mayhap I can provide some manner of assistance. I'll leave the heart to the two of you, then. The variety of ore doesn't matter as long as it is rich with aether. I'll aim to have my design complete by your return. Yay, dwarf time. It's dwarven time. Then they have to remind me that Lalafels get the most content. I wonder how Lalafels are greeted here. Like, did they program in dialogue for, like, if you're not wearing a helm, wouldn't they get pissed? It's like, they just, you can't proceed in the MSQ, they ban you. You have to go and find a helm and put it on and come back. Pretend you... No, that wasn't me, that was somebody else. Okay. Let's just... get this. So this is Tamara. Seldom do we see the dwarven folk at the Crystarium. To now be in the presence of so many. I shall enjoy not having to crane my neck for a change. Like, yeah, when he comes here and he looks at him, he's like, if you're a Lalafell that's not wearing a helm, shouldn't they get, like, super pissed at you? Like, you helmless bastard, get out of here! You helmless, beardless bastard! That's what they should call you. Lally-ho. Lally. What did you just call me? It's a greeting, lad. A lally-ho for a lally-ho. That's the way it works. Come, try it again. Lally-ho! Lally-ho! Come on, do it, Exarch. Do it. Do it. Do it. There we go. Oh, they find out you're from out of town. You're one of the... what are their arch rivals called? He's like, yo, you're one of them, aren't you? Get out of here. Ya Hobson. Not bad, not bad. But there's room for improvement. Any road. Now that we have observed common courtesy, who are you and what are you doing here? At the recommendation of the Dizians of Amity, we have come to seek the aid of the Thor family. May we speak with Chief Zymot? Yeah, why, yes, you may. I am Zaidmat, and I bid you welcome to Torma. Or Tamra. If it is the folk of Amity what sent you here, you must have quite a tale to tell. Come, let's hear it. Rudder, 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 rudder. Well, and then I thought those below had no fight left in them. Having said that, it's not like we know how to deal with a floating volcano. And all them sin eaters neither. If you're serious about restoring peace to these parts though, we'll gladly lend you a hand. However, the kind of ore you seek's precious to us too. If I let you have it only for you to bungle things up and squander it, like, no amount of ale will wash away the chagrin. First, I need to make sure you're worthy by means of a trial. Aye, a trial most tricksy, passed down through the line of thought. And what is this trial? Come with me and I'll tell you all. Oh man, I don't know. Maybe I should spend one of my Fantasias and do this on New Game Plus as a Lalafell. Restart the Lalafell run. Go all the way from A Realm Reborn just to get here, just to see what the reaction is. You come here as a Lalafell. And then do it again on New Game Plus with the Lalafell, with the Dwarven helm on, and see if they have another reaction. Listen well. As you know, we're mining folk, and in the mining life, danger is a constant companion. So, when we come of age, each of us must prove our readiness to take to the mines. We do this by undertaking a trial that what tests the 3 traits of a good miner. A miner can't do without discernment, diligence, and dexterity. We call it the 3D Mine Runner. 3D Mine Runner, I feel like that's a reference to something. Is that a game? 3D Mine Runner? One moment. Just gonna look this up. 3D Mine Runner. Mine Runner. Games to play for free online. Somebody actually made a Reddit post about this. Okay, so I'm going against the yeah, I'll put this up on the stream. So, okay, I'm going through the MSQ and I came across the dwarves where you need their help and you're asked if to do a goofy little minigame which requires their words, discernment, diligence, dexterity, which are the 3D Mine Runner. I want to believe this is a reference to an old NES game Square released called 3D World Runner. Oh, a game granted the title of 3D Battles of World Runner, but the Ox Art was released as 3D World Runner. Ah, a little reference, huh? I had an itch. I had a feeling that might have been the case, that it was a game. I thought it was Mine Runner, but World Runner. Oh, hey, I'll put a more you know for that, right? That's a reference. Now, look at my helm. Mark its features well. You'll be given a slingshot, which you must... Slingshot? Range DPS confirmed slingshot? Must use to unlock. You must use to shoot dwarves as well helms, what are different. You've already made the necessary arrangements, but you're ready to take the trial. Report to the observer nearby. Best of luck to you. A crappy mouse. Rally ho! You must be the challenger the chief mentioned. I'll show you to the rooftop at once. I'm sure you've been told in 3D Mind Runner, you use a slingshot to shoot them as wear the wrong helms. Let's begin with a spot of practice, eh? Oh yeah, find to fail this one. Time to hunt and look around. Hey! I would think you not to shoot me. Gotcha. Well, you don't like being shot, Exarch? Boy, do I got put my hand on his shoulder. You don't like being shot? Uh-oh. I got you again. Okay, it just says the same thing. Okay, you're just hiding out over there, right? Okay, you're going pretty quick. There you go. God, this guy's actually a little speedy, isn't he? Ooh, I got him that time, I swore. This guy's dodging bullets like the Matrix. Okay, finally he just starts dancing. There we go. Nice shooting, keep up. Bit up at the actual trial, eh? A little foreshadowing, right? A little I shot Rod, dude. Just getting you ready for what's coming next. I think there's a shoe bill? Oh, did I miss the shoe bill? I was looking around. Damn. I could actually quit this quest if I fail it, right? I can fail this and look again. Frog, I'm waiting in the fall to help, see? There we go. Let me abandon this quest. And we'll, what, I can't abandon MSQ quests any? I have a sad face. Okay. I'm gonna shoot you again. If you're entertaining the thought of knocking off my call, know that it will not work. You just say that. Okay, different reaction. Oh, not during practice? Oh, there he is. Gotcha. For all its reaction, the creature may as well be made of stone. It only stares at you unflinchingly, as if peering into your very soul. I really hope that there's like something beyond with this shoe bill. It'd be cool if he was even above Heidelin and Zodiark. He's just like, he's more of a deity that just observes. Beyond the 12, beyond the ancient primals. It's like, you want to know who caused Earth, reality to tear? It was me, the shoe bill. Okay. Hey, there's the shoe bill. Thanks for the, Okay, not you. Thanks for pointing that out to me. Always good to see new stuff. Alright, let's get this done with. Well done! A fine shown of discernment and dexterity. Well done. The trial never lies, and you've got what it takes to be a miner. Run along back to the chief now, and get on with putting an end to all this strangeness of late. That was some impressive shooting, lad. Consider me satisfied. Aye, 'tis plain you didn't come this far with luck alone, so I'll place my faith in you, and help you find the ore you seek. Alright. I just need to get a stretch in. Going on a short break. Let's make it back at we'll come back at 9 past. Just short of 10. Alright, so get your snacks, get your stretches, and we will continue with our dwarven mission. Well, not really dwarven missions, but we'll get that ore and make progress towards Mount Gul'Anan. Alright, we're back. And digging we will go. Did you know that Kholusia is rich with sulfur? Well, it is. We've been mining the stuff since ancient times. And ever so often, that self-same vein yields what's called Earthseed, a rare ore steeped in magic. Time was, we used to refine Earthseed for this and that, but the technique's been lost. Stuff's still out there to be had though, provided you know where to look. And there's no place surer than Duergar's Dewell. Problem is, the site's occupied by our age-old rivals, the Gauls. Greedy sods claim the place is theirs. They refuse to let any other bugger near. Oh, there never was a more odicious lot than them dogs. Odicious. Can I have a third word today? Let me just make sure I don't already have that in my folder. Oh. No, we do not have odicious. New word already. We're learning so much today. Alright.
Odious.
Odious. Actually, I've heard of odious before, but I'm going to put this in my vocab list anyway. Odious. Arousing and deserving hatred, a strong dislike, hateful. Very, extremely unpleasant. Repulsive, offensive, hateful. Deserving or receiving hate. Odious. It's a familiar word to me, but since I didn't recognize it right off the bat, let's add it to the folder nonetheless. Save as odious. There we go. The more you know. There never was a more odious lot than them dogs. I could go on and on forever about those hornless horse sons, but then we'd be here forever, and that won't get us nowhere. What it boils down to is this: if you want the Earthseed, you've got to deal with them with the Gogs. Reckon you're up to the challenge? We've dealt with far worse. I am sure we can find a way to obtain what we need. That's the spirit. Now, to help you find your way, I'll have one of ours go with you. I'll do it. I'll go with him. Wah! He looks just like everyone else. Why the dramatic zoom? You? Corrupt? I couldn't help but overhear. I knew the Eaters had flocked to Mount Gulg, but I didn't know why. To think the last Light Warden's hiding up there. The fate of Kholusia, no, the world, hangs in the balance. If I can be of some help, then I want to do my part. Your zeal is commendable, lad, but it isn't so simple. This here's Karut. Young as he is, he's one of the villager's finest miners. The lad's got an uncanny sense of where to dig, and his aim with a pickaxe is as true as any dwarf's. But put him in the thick of battle, and he couldn't hit the side of a minecart if he was sitting in it. If all he needed to do was dig, he'd be your dwarf. But he's liable to become a sin eater before breakfast. Wait, eater, he's dyslexia. He's liable to become a Sin Eater's breakfast before he can even manage a swing. It's true. I'm hopeless in a fight. But I still want to try. Please. Please let me go with you. Why are you talking to him? Right here. I'll take care of you. You take care of the oil. As long as you're aware of the dangers. Oh, thank you so much. I'll try my best not to be a burden. If you want to take Karut, far be it from me to stop you. Keep him safe though, will you? We will most assuredly encounter Sin Eaters along the way. Though in your company they will be more a spectacle than a concern. That's right. The Duergar's Terrell lies in a cave to the east. I'm ready when you are. Keep to the road ahead east and mind your hands. Seems we'll have a fair distance to cover being your guard for Sin Eaters. Speak of the devil, Joe. The one on the left is yours. Amazing, you two are really slow. You may be interested to know that Joe here is a great hero in the land where he hails from. Some would say the greatest. Really? Oh, you must have some stories. Tell Joe. Exactly. That he does. Fails to impress, inspire in turn. By all means, have him regale you once our work is done. Ah, I can't wait. I didn't. There we go. Oof. Got to recharge my. Okay, let's. That was really. Oh, there's another one here. I don't know much about fighting, but you do make a great team. Joe's a team upon himself. I merely follow his lead. Okay, dude. Tone it down a bit. You don't need to compliment me that hard. But it looks like you've been doing this for years. Is that so? I should take it for a compliment. Where's your bow, Graha? You used to be an archer. Did I say something wrong? Did I say the wrong thing? Not at all. Your words are most heartening indeed. I feel like a young man again. You talk as if you're old. How long have you known each other anyway? Well. Not even more of them. Do I take the left? Probably lure them over here, right? Good old healer tank. Hurry this way. And this music takes me all the way back to Realm Reborn. This is where one of the fates that you need to summon formidable occurs. Am I supposed to take the lead here? Oh. Go in here, draw man, draw man, draw man. Now we got the mini boss fight. Wah! Just as we're about to get there. One last push then, shall we, Joe? Alright, let's get our Shadow Formless Fist. Let's go. One more. As long as I hit two people with that AoE, line AoE chakra attack, it's worth it. I'm not used to Riddle of Wind. Who's doing that AoE out to you? Do you really want to take that? Rescue. go. Ouch! Rescue me. This is one powerful thing there, getting a warrior life down to 1 health. Gotta wait for Brotherhood to come back. I'm gonna load on you, dude. There we go. I'm not even gonna make it to the Turking Pit. Oh, look! Somebody wants to be banned. Okay. Let's get my band out. Bam. Alright, I'll save you the trouble. They just ask where your helm is if you're all not wearing it. Ooh, they should have got more. You should reach a soft lock until you can get a dwarven helm on you. Get out of here, you helmless sod. You get to go in, the trade-off is like you get to go into the Lalafell hut. But if you're not wearing a helm, you can't progress the MSQ. But that's fun that there is a reaction if you're a Lalafell. So I feel like you go through A Realm Reborn is Ul'dah. That's the best choice, is Ul'dah. Heaven's Ward is Dragoon. Stormblood is Healer. Shadowbringers is Lalafell. We're alive! We're alive! Let's hurry inside before more Sin Eaters come. Fruits is eager to step to the relative safety of the cave. Right, follow me please. I'll take you to Durargar's Tewel, where the purest sulfur in the land may be found. Little light to light my little Lalafell palm to light my way through these dark caves. Knockers. Alright, that's not the right one. Talos. Oh crap, Aether Current. Right. Should have been kind of remembering these things. I'm surprised. Does Thancred give him this stuff, or does he just happen to be carrying the invisible powder with him? If the terrain stench are any indication, we are at the well. Ah, there. The gogs with their ugly, unkept beards. They realize we're here to come after us. Best to take them down first. Be not so hasty, Karut. The animosity between your two clans notwithstanding, I would not resort to violence unless necessary. I will use an enchantment. Oh, that's right, he's the enchantment. Be not to be seen or whatever he said. Vanish, whatever he does. To render you invisible. It will not fool sin eaters, but it will suffice to hide you from the eyes of men. While you are concealed, do you think you could find us, Earthseed? Aye, I'll dig up the choicest stuff there is. We would be most obliged. Without further ado then. I can see right through me. Right, a digging we will go. Let us not be idle either. Though Karut cannot be seen, he may still be heard. I would aid him by removing some of few gogs from the field. To that end, sleeping powder. Dream powder, as you may recall, we used it for the rescue mission at Luxon Loft. We used it in Ilmor too. Thancred had some. I'm gonna squeal on Thancred. I'm snitching. Truly, it seems our alchemists get a little carried away with the latest batch. But if it has been useful in our endeavors, then I will have no cause to complain. Now then, I shall make you invisible as well, that you might steal close to the dwarves and give them a dose of dream powder. Even should you fail to put them to sleep outright, it should render them drowsy enough to seek their beds. Say the word, and I will cast the enchantment. Ready to begin? Very well, very good. Should the enchantment fade before you finish tending to the dwarves, return to me and I will cast it anew. Green powder, transparent. Why would I have to click transparent? I'm not even going to test it. I could better keep my eyes open. Time to call it a day. None of these tents got beds. Gotta go back to your village and let the guy know so that he comes here and get into a fight with him. It's so drowsy. Not safe to work when drowsy. Better get some rest. Hard work and no air makes something or something. And I'm spent. I hope the dwarf quests have to deal more with their rivalry. It's a fun part. I like it. Maybe we need a Romeo-Juliet situation, right? All the dwarves have taken their leave. Good work, my friend. We have done all we can. Let us await Karut's return. If I was gonna do that, why bother turning Karut invisible to begin with? I'm back! This is the purest stuff there is. Think it's enough, or shall I go dig up some more? I dare say it will suffice for our purposes. You have our gratitude, Karut. Let us carry this back to... Are you alright? Or not. I shall be fine. Long as I've been away from the Cursarium, a little weakness is to be expected. I may have also overextended myself in the moment. To have this rare opportunity yet be unable to enjoy it to the full. Who goes there? That's Grog, chief of the Gogs. So that's step forward. You're one of the Thalls. I see. Word was our miners were coming back drowsy, one after the next. I immediately suspected foul play. And what should I find here but all scum skulking about? It's a spineless act befitting you limp beards. What? I will not stand for that insult. Our beards are soft and luscious and smell like freshly tapped ale. Gog beards are dry and crusty and smell of a knocker's arse. Impudent whelp! Better a hobgoblin's nose hairs than a feeble, floppy thing you Thalls have hanging around your faces. Grr. Like oil in water. It's not like to end on its own accord. Joe, do you perchance have some dream powder left? Enough to put an end to this. We shouldn't interrupt our conversation. But this was getting to get interesting. Look at the sad face. Meh. Worry not, my friend. Something tells me you'll have ample opportunity later to witness the bickering. You better be right, FFXIV. For now, however, we should be on our way. What's in the swiveling? Forgive me, Karut, but we need you to be calm as well. It just hits him with dream powder. Forgive me, but this needs to be done. Falls asleep too. I'm sorry, it's just, when it comes to the Gogs, I can't help but see red. You needn't apologize, my friend. You are here on our account, and we have naught but gratitude for you. Now that we have what we came for, however, it is time to take our leave. The Talos awaits its heart. I'm glad I could be of help. If you need any more mercy, just let me know. Sleeping. Not more food. But FFXIV has efficiency on his mind. Well, my friend, as much as I've enjoyed our time together, I think it best we split up, that we might accomplish our task more swiftly. I will see the Earth seed safely into the hands of Chinese. While I am thus employed, would you go back? Would you be so good to deliver Karuk back to Tamra? My thanks, Joe. Brief though it was, 'twas an honor to go adventuring with you. I shall see you back in a minute. Leave their seat to me, my friend. See Karut safely back to Tamra. While you are there, a word of thanks to Chief Zalmat would not go astray. And I remembered to attune. We're saving blue quests for later. Between Mount Gulg and Crown of Immaculate. It's gonna be a while. Nale, oh, glad you're back, and in one piece. How did you fare with the Earthseed then? I got them all they needed. The Exarch's on his way to Amirti with it now. Good to hear that young Karuth was of help. As it happens, a few others came forward while you were gone, saying they wanted to do their bit as well. Given that you're building the Talos, we'd reckon you'd be needing some mining tools. So we went and modified our spare pickaxes for use by bigger folk. Here, take these with you. Should be plenty to go around. You know, you guys could help dig up this stuff. We've still got to dig it. From what our scouts tell me, there is a crowd gathered at top rung already. So let's see that everyone has a pickaxe to swing, eh? We can unlock the gemstone trader. Golly, oh, can I interest you in some dwarven crafts? All the Kholusian fineries? It only cost you a few bicolored gemstones. Map. Let me get these legs. Look a little funny, but do I have any materia I can spare for this? One critical hit, sure. Do not believe I have any skill speed. Nah, that'll be fine. The rate we're going anyway, it's all gonna get replaced by weathered artifact gear. And here we go. Look, Joe, people from all over came to help us quarry stone. And this isn't even all of them. As we speak, volunteers, Thancred and Rain, recruited, are being escorted to the worksite. And by both Crystarium and Eulmorian soldiers, no less. As you can see, we have plenty on our hands. There's just one problem. We don't have enough tools to put in them. We've been desperately trying to round up more, but we haven't had much luck so far. Pickaxes from the dwarves. Trust you to have exactly what we need, exactly when we need it. Well, what are you waiting for? Go hand them out to everyone, so everyone can get to work. Ron. Long time no see, traveler. Are you waiting to be issued a pickaxe too? I am the issuer. Durable pickaxe crafted by the Thoughts. Oh, you clearly weren't. And now neither are we. Rest assured, we will put these to good use and work very, very hard. Of course, one cannot work on an empty stomach, which is why I brought some tasty worms to share. As much as we all would enjoy a treat, perhaps the worms are best saved for afterwards? Oh, this is a caregiver. This is actually somebody from the inn. Greetings, Joe. You may not remember me, but I'm one of the carers at Journey's Head, at the end of Journey's Head. Yep. After night return to Amarang, we noticed a change in our patients. The transformation had halted in every one of them. I can't express what it did to the mood of the place. We were still celebrating days later when who should come along but Alice. She said she sought the aid of those who believed in the warrior, excuse me. I want to say World of Darkness, because I like to play that. I used to play that tabletop. Actually, I used to LARP. Long story. We all answered her call right there and then, of course. Some few carers had to remain behind, but as many of us came as could be spared. I too have respect for the Warrior of Darkness. When we meet, I'll be sure to treat them to a nice plump worm. We're ready to do our bit, Joe. We just need some tools to do it with. Pickaxes, loads of them. Now we may work to our heart's content, which is to say, not at all. While I don't have many talents, I do have a strong back, and what strength I have, I'll gladly use for the sake of peace. We got the ladder moving again, didn't we? If we join hands, there's no Talos we can't build. I still haven't repaid you or Alpha No for saving me, and I'm not sure I ever could. But that ain't going to stop me trying. I'm with you to the end. Come on, you lot. Look lively. We've come, Joe, in case you're wondering. Guthjon is here too. Is Guthjon the guy that I beat up? I forget who Guthjon. Oh wait, Guthjon's the other Ronso dude. That's right, that we went down. Couldn't wait to start breaking rocks though, so he's gone ahead. He could have at least spared us a set of tools. Ah, wonderful. Now we can be about it too. Quarrying isn't exactly my stock in trade, but this time I feel as though my wife will be with me, guiding my hand. So let's make it happen. Let's build a world where everyone can live without fear, where everyone has a place they can go home to. Right then, let's be on our way, What are you still doing here, Thaf? I thought you brought your own tools. I did. Just about to head off when I saw Jarek. Oh gods, if this plan works, the giant Talos comes to life. Just imagine the size of the trolley it could push. Imagine it! You still raving on about that? How many times do I have to tell you that's not what the Talos is for? Where the hells would the track even go? There's bound to be somewhere. You just need a little imagination. Seeing as the stoneworks is involved, maybe we could have a trolley added to the design. Enough! We've got work to do. And if I hear any more about trolleys from you, I'll have you pushing one yourself. But that's a Talos' job. It's the V's. It's like you realize all these V's have left their village, and if we didn't do that side quest, they would all be banished, wouldn't they? Once you leave, you can never come back. Thanks, Joe. With that, everyone is now put to work. I think I'll go and join the soldiers standing guard over the volunteers. It would be a shame if they fell prey to sin eaters after all the trouble we've gone to. Right. Let us see that this plan is a resounding success, for the sake of all in Novron. Well, my friend, it appears we're the only ones left here. If you've no other pressing tasks, would you care to accompany me to Amity? There Y'shtola is overseeing those who would imbue the Talos with magics. Come, let us join them once more. Surprised we haven't run into any fates. Oh well. Good for you. Good of you to join us. I'm pleased to say we have gathered ample help for the imbuing, excuse me. With Master Chai in the process of finalizing his design, I have taken the liberty of dispatching all hands to their positions. You hurtle along as though I have my house in order. Hurtle, eh? Do I have that? Nope. Hurtle definition. To move with or with great speed.
Hurtle.
Hurtle. To fling with great force. Hurl. That makes sense. To meet with violence. Or shock, to clash, to jostle. Similar, hurtled. Hurtle is similar to hurtled? I never would have thought. Save this to the folder. A lot of words. I must have been kind of not in the mood to look stuff up that when I came across these the first time. I figured like, I kind of get it. Hurtle. Hurtle over the hurdle, yeah. Save. Alright, got a new word, and of course that means we have learned something new. The more we learn, the more you know. Hurtle along as though I have my house in order. To be quite frankly, this is the most disorganized mess of a project I've ever overseen, and I haven't spent nearly as much time as I would like on my calculations. Thou hast proclaimed loudly and frequently, Master Chai, yet from my perspective, a layman though it may be, hath notwithstanding, thou hast gone to great lengths, abiding by proven methodology to ensure the integrity of thy design. Aye, well, it's just the bare minimum that's expected of us at the Stoneworks. Though our glory days are behind us, I have not forgotten our time-honored traditions. But I should mention that the Exarch, delivered the ore I asked for, the Earth Seed, I believe it's called. In that quantity, I believe we can fashion a suitable heart for the Talos. And then everything will be in readiness, or so I would like to say. Is there a problem? In a Talos of, well, any reasonable size, a single heart will serve to circulate aether throughout the chassis. Excuse me. But given the unprecedented proportions of that which we seek to build, I doubt that will be the case. By installing smaller, perhaps peripheral parts at intervals, I believe that we can maintain a stable aether flow, thereby solving the problem. However, we don't have enough ore for this purpose. Not for it, but to procure more, I suppose. Runar, mayhap now is a good time to bring them out. A moment, friends. There is something I would show you. I say, these are not hearthstones? Are these not hearthstones? They are the most prized possession of we the Knights Blessed, and these belong to our kindred who have left us. Immersed in water imbued with fervent prayer, these stones harbor no small amount of magic. And we may imbue them with yet more prior to the installation of the Talos. What do you think? Being from a different region, these cannot be used for the main heart. The peripheral ones, on the other hand, I believe they will serve. Excellent. When Master Montoya spoke to us of the role we are to play, the Hearthstones immediately came to mind. Of course, before bringing them with me, I made certain to consult my fellows first. You're such a hippie, Runar. But don't worry, I made sure everything was cool. We're only trying to save the world, dude. I think it's okay. After all, the stones bear the precious lives of those who have gone to the sunless sea. But we have now beheld the sunless sea with our very own eyes, and by the gentle light and glimmer on high, we know that there is peace beyond. Thus, we are also at peace. If our heartstones may serve to restore the night to all the world, gladly do we give them. So, Master Chai, if you can instruct us on how to distribute the heartstones. And Joe, for good luck, I ask that you imbue one as well. Maybe I could just dump all the light into it. How about that? The thing that's tearing me apart. Rest assured, it's not difficult. Simply raise your hand and focus as you would attuning an aetherite. Imbued the jade color stone here, if you'd be so kind. Ah, the jade one. That's the one I saved, isn't it? The familiar looking hearthstone appears to glow faintly. That will do, Joe. That will do. Thank you, Joe. If this hearthstone appears familiar, it's because it belonged to Todia. It bears the collective hope of the Knights Blessed. The hope that none shall ever again be sacrificed to sin eaters. Right. I've identified the spot on the Talos where the stones are needed. See that they are amply imbued. Then install them as I have indicated on this diagram. Understood. We will set about the task at once. When the Talus awakens and the way to Mount Ghoul is secured, we shall sally forth. It promises to be a trying climb, so take what rest you can in the meantime. We will see you soon. That's where I go find the Crystal Exarch, yes? A moment, Urianger. You said that you would have measures ready in the event that our friend fails to contain the light. Do you? Do you? Be assured that I do. All which I require lieth in this land. So, what's the plan exactly? To my deepest regret, I cannot reveal the plan to thee. In order for it to succeed, 'tis vital that thou remain ignorant of its nature until the time is right. Which is a lie. And though I must keep my counsel, I know that I only have thy safety at heart. So rest easy, my friend, and take such ease as thou mayest, the better to be ready for the trials to come. Just tell me that Raha plans to suck it up and then cast himself into the ephemeral sea, blowing up. I'm told the rock for the chassis is more or less ready, all quarried and shaped and laid out. That just leaves the imbuers to do their work. I continued checking my calculations up until the very last moment, but it's only a matter of time now. We've managed to rally nigh everyone in Novorand for this endeavor. That's a remarkable feat in itself, but will it be enough? There's no point in worrying about such things now. I'll get back to my calculations. You, meanwhile, should go and rest as your friend suggests. My wife and the Exarch should be in the tavern. Why don't you join them? Oh, enjoy? Joe? Thank you. The Exarch, he went outside a moment ago, my dear. I would have thought you'd have seen him. He kept me company for a short while, but then he came over rather pale. He clearly's been straining himself, the poor thing. Anyway, he excused himself, saying that he needed a breath of fresh air. Weak as he looked, I did offer to go with him, but he assured me he would be fine. I hope he's alright. Greetings, traveler. I realize Amity is not the most well-known settlement, so feel free to ask me any questions you have. What do you do here? Oh, whatever's needed back in Yulmore. However, I used to work as a chef right up until I made a dish that some free citizen deemed too bland and uninspired. The next thing I knew, I was dumped outside with the scraps and left to rot. But I survived, and rumors of other survivors led me here to Amity. I may have slipped from the lap of luxury, but not compares to the freedom I feel now, and no executioner's blade hanging over me every time I prepare a meal. You know, those who know their history say that this was once a thriving center of trade between Yulmore and the dwarves, but that was over 100 years ago. Whatever ties survived the flood were later severed completely when Lord Vothry came into power, and Amity was abandoned by both sides. I'd be surprised if more than a handful of people below the ladder even know this town exists anymore, which you have to admit was the perfect situation for a collection of exiles and fugitives just looking to be left alone. Just can't help myself. I see an Aura, I gotta talk to her. Alright. Now, along the path, is there not the Shoebill? Did we not get one more encounter with the Shoebill? Maybe not. Like, isn't he on the? Isn't there a Shoebill on the road? Or am I just going crazy? Is that Shoebill's driving me crazy? Nah, there he is. This is becoming less of a joke and more of a foreshadow. The Exarch does not appear to be anywhere in the vicinity. There's only the Shoebill gazing unflinchingly southward. It's telling me to go south.
The future is where my destiny awaits.
You are from the future, dude.
Forgive me, I was lost in a dream. I needed some fresh air and thought to rest for a moment. It would seem I am more fatigued than I realized. Too much time away from the tower, I fear. It drains me, leaves my body frail and weak. Though, in truth, it is debatable whether I can still call this my body. When first I turned my mind towards the salvation of the world, I came to the conclusion that it would take many long years. Many more than remain to me. And so I made myself one with the Crystal Tower, that I might live indefinitely. I am but an extension of it now, hence my weakness the farther I travel, and the longer I am away. It has been quite a journey. But thanks to you, the end is in sight. My wish will finally be fulfilled. How goes the construction effort?
Yeah, it's alright.
Then this may be the last moment we have to ourselves for a while. Come, sit with me.
That's it.
Tell me, when all of this is over, what will you do?
Do I get a try? Settle matters with the Empire. What I always do, seek out mightier foes, rest a while. I'm gonna rest a while.
That would be well deserved. You might consider roaming Norvrant not as her savior, but as a simple sightseer. Viewed through such eyes, I am certain she would seem quite different.
Get my look,
but whatever
my
it is you
sightseeing
decide
rifle
to do,
down.
I have every confidence that you will do well. For you have the strength to forge your own path. You will leave countless lives better than you found them, and the souls you touch will never forget your kindness. Then, in trying times, when you question your worth and your choices, they will raise their voices to remind you of the difference you have made. And thus will your deeds come to affirm your path. Remember this.
What will you do when this is over?
When this is over, indeed. I once told you that there are things we can ill afford to lose. Things, I said, though in truth, I spoke of a person. One who is unaware of the full extent of my plans. Though he deserves to know, I have good reason to keep my counsel.
Is that person me?
I have come to terms with this in my mind, yet my heart yearns to lay everything bare. For he is my inspiration, and I would give much and more for the chance to speak with him as friends, with no thought of concealment. Should he indulge me with his tales, I would regale him with my own about my efforts in Norvrand, perhaps. Though, ultimately, that tale is more yours than it is mine. Then, I would ask him about his next adventure. And if he should wish me to be a part of it, oh, how happy it would make me.
Sorry, dude, get in line. Elmeric is first.
Together we would travel the lands and cross the seas and take to the skies upon the eternal wind. My heart swells simply to imagine it.
Yeah, me?
But all of this is
I'm
contingent
suffering the
upon our
best
victory
between
in the
worlds.
coming battle.
Suffering as I become a Sin Eater. I don't know, you just might pop. I feel like he can't even handle it, he'll just explode. But all this...
The people of this world have entrusted their hopes to us. We cannot fail them. Nor those who roused me from my slumber.
Hmm? Who roused you from your slumber?
Thank you for your company, my friend. Let us return to Amity.
Wait a minute, wasn't there a... Go north. It's like, wait a minute. I was supposed to come into contact. There it is. Please be that the last one. I think there's only 2 up here, right? There's one down south. Well, we can do that while we can do that while we wait for the queue. Some of the quests actually bring me down south, so they'll go kind of hand in hand. Well, up, my friend, I'm much revived for the fresh air and your fine company, of course. Now let us turn our thoughts to the task at hand. Meanwhile, the Imperial Palace of the Source. Your Radiance, I have taken the liberty of squashing the vile rumors that your heir is possessed by the devil. You just know that's, didn't Thancred try to spread that rumor around? Isn't that from like Stormblood? That he was like, I'm gonna start spreading that the Nassian is in the prince's body. The nation in the grip of war, we may rely on patriotic zeal to prevent them from resurfacing. Why are they calling him Xenos still? Shouldn't it be Elidibus? And what of Emmett Selk? He has taken himself to the first to usher that world to its end. Or so I believe. He did not disclose the details of his mission, having ever preferred to work alone. Even to those who have known him since the beginning, his actions can prove unpredictable. Yeah, it'd be funny if he's like, I'm squashing this rumor, just uses Ascian magic right away. It's like, what? A Garlean who can use dark magics? He's a devil possessed. I'm no stranger to his ways. He joys in playing me for a fool. Full many times have I been convinced I was acting my own volition, only to discover all was as he willed it. My dear grandfather. On the subject of our esteemed colleague, his last report, though brief, did contain one item of interest. You have doubtlessly wondered why the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have not taken to the field of late. It is because they are no longer in the source. The heroes of the Scion have journeyed to the first, as have his comrades, albeit incompletely. Their bodies yet remain here in the source. This presents an opportunity. If we can defeat the Alliance prior to the Scion's return, we may eliminate their order at a stroke. And with the Scions gone, none shall remain to thwart our plans. It will be but a matter of striking down the hero upon his homecoming. Which, lest you forget, is essential to the realization of our objective, of both our objectives. You were always so much more chill, Elidibus. Though through Heidelin's meddling, our champions threatened to wrest the reins of fate from our grasp. The world is at risk of being dragged down the false path, one which will never see man reclaim his true form. 'Tis unthinkable that he should supplement us. Incomplete as he is, such devotion is abhorrent, and it must be stopped before it's too late. Can you, like, stop with... It's like, can you not do that? I'm talking to you right here. You don't need to remind me that you're an Ascian, we know it. The hour has come, your radiance. Order your armies to march once more. Crush all who stand in your way. This is your heart's desire, is it not? To seize a victory that is yours and yours alone, for the future of Garlemald. Just... Oh dear. You do wear the mummer's motley well. I was never one to take an interest in tedious conflicts. Katana bearing Centurion. The whereabouts of my one true friend, however, they interest me greatly. I but hope the beasts of this first are providing him with proper sport. I would know every detail, Lord Xenos. Would you rather I call you Elidibus? Time to use mind's eye. Unexpected. Most unexpected. That immortality should be within the reach of one with a borrowed echo. You have outdone yourself, Xenos, yea, Galvus. My boy? I have no particular attachment to that name, but I am rather fond of that body. Without it, I can't enjoy my hunt to the fullest. Your secrets are my flesh. I care not which you get me first. The choice is yours. People like to say that, like, Elidibus just flees out of fear. He doesn't flee, he's just out of fear. He's just like, you know what? I'm going to tell him. And I'm going to give him his body back. Why not? That way, we can have a new player on the field. Extinguishing the last light. Let's get Ninja going. In fact, I don't think Monk is not at 78, so 79, so I have to do Ninja. Judging by the fortunate look in his eye, Chai Nuz has something important to tell you. Yeah, it's like, my boy's back. Are you happy? It's like, no. I mean, the Emperor, he knows that his son is a psychopath. He doesn't even want him to succeed him. He didn't really care when he died. He's like, yeah, it's fine, he's dead. He was crazy. That guy was crazy. Right, so while the two of you were away, I received word that everything is in place, meaning we can proceed with awakening the Talos. Once we imbue the magic, it will stir itself and immediately carry out its design function, namely, taking Mount Oog in its grasp. Joe, we may be certain that Valtteri will not look on in idleness as we beat a path to his front door. Once our plans are set in motion, there will be no turning back. So see, your preparations are meticulously as you may, and I will give the order to proceed as soon as you are ready. We're kind of trying to build this up as the final thing. Give the word, I will relay the order to awaken the Talos. Engage. Do we have that emote? I want that engage emote. That strong point forward. Very well, let us begin. Because, like, the Makote's point isn't very good. It's like wide stance, hand on hip, point forward. I'd rather have that, like, that engage point. I want that.
Word from the Exarch. All is set on his side, and we may proceed when ready.
Well, we have sufficient stone for our needs.
Likewise, preparations for the imbuing have been made according to thine exacting instructions.
Then you need only say the word.
Using exacting as an adjective, okay?
Let us begin. See that everyone is in position. We shall catch Valtteri, mountain and all.
And if I remember, I was a little disappointed they didn't show the Talos grab it, right? Or am I wrong? Where exactly did they lay this thing down?
Here it comes!
Whatever, it's magic. Like, shouldn't these things have been already connected? It's magic, don't worry about it. They made sure to give it a crown. Why? Because it looks kind of cool. They give it sharp teeth too to make it seem a little intimidating. Be funny. It's like, actually, that's just the way we found this rock. It was pretty weird, I'll admit. You like, seriously, what are you guys gonna do? Just call suicide bomb it.
Yes! You've not lost your touch, you clever old bugger!
There we go. White magic attack. And then the Fae come, and of course they're all pissed that nobody likes them because they're murderous bastards.
Do you see what they're doing? If its hands are damaged, it won't be able to cling to the mountain. Oh, I knew this was a terrible idea.
4-3 marshals the Eaters to his defense. This was only to be expected. We must try and draw as many of them down to the ground as possible. It may not be enough, but we have no other choice. Is that?
Such a heartless thing, our sapling is. Cold and cruel and heartless!
Don't worry. I mean, Phil, we thought of you. We thought of you. We just said, nah, better without you.
Summon us in times of need, we expressly said. Yet what should we find but the final battle joined without so much as a whisper of our name?
Didn't you say, like, call to us in our time of need and we'll help you if we feel like it? Wasn't that explicitly said? Like, we'll, and we call to us and maybe, maybe not.
Yes, we may also have said that we Fae folk have no interest in the struggles of men.
Yeah, exactly.
But if our adorable sapling had come crying to us for help, we would of course have flown to his aid. Of course we would. What are we to do with him?
Should be funny if Fails goes, I know, we'll turn everybody into leafmen. Magnus, Thothel, Reich, all the Mords, Ilmorians, they're all now leafmen. Like, see there, now we're even. She flies away. What are the Amaro gonna do, I wonder? Are they just there for personal escort?
Very, very sad. You will play with us. You us up again!
Okay, it grabs it. It actually pulls it down. Why don't you just... What's funny though is during the dungeon, this thing is like very dexterous, you know? It like grabs Sin Eaters out of the air and crushes them. Like slams them. Here it's just like a slow moving brute. I think they're mad at it.
This I did not expect, but I will gladly accept their help. I will send word to Y'shtola and the others. Join them at the foot of Mount Gulg and be ready to make the ascent.
Okay, we got 30 minutes. Might build. Say 15-minute wait. If it goes beyond 15 minutes, we'll see. Let's go. Like holding on to it, make a net below it. Alright, let's do it. Let's get into this queue. Everyone's here, good. The Talos has taken hold of the mountain. As planned, we will use its body as a bridge to reach Lothri's sanctuary. The seniors will make us work for every elm, of course, but we will carve a path through their ranks and meet with their master regardless. For the first. Last one lands a rotten egg. Let's be careful, alright? Mount Gulg unlocked. Yes. There we go. Now accessible. Alright. I'm gonna ninja this. $11 minutes. And while we wait, there's a rank. Let's start with Kamara. Gossipy Dwarf. We might as well accept it, right? This one takes me all the way across to the other side. New rumor has the dwarves of Kamara in a right, is he? You have heard the latest rumor about Kamara, the strangest find in recent memory. The actual details on what said find actually is have yet to emerge. If you happen to come into any juicy tidbits, I'd be keen to hear them. The suspense is getting me. Ask you. Thanks, Fur, man. We'll see. Either case, I'll get these quests done. The Arts welcomes you to the village of Tamara. Well, scuff my helm if it ain't the traveler we've been hearing about. And the elders had more than a few things to say. It'd be guessed I'd be giving you a proper welcome then, eh? Lolly ho! Lolly ho! Well, that's what I'd like to see. A lolly ho straight from the heart. I only wish my own boy would put a bit more effort into his lollies. His lollies? He's too busy with his lollies to like the lollies. They say that us dwarves are lollies, but they're crazy. And his hoes. His lollies and his hoes. Excuse me. He's always busy fiddling with the damn automata. No time for swapping words with folk of flesh and blood. Every dwarf that say lolly ho gets a lolly ho, or you're asking to become an outcast. The mother does worry, she does. And that's only half of it. I know it's a stage all lads go through, but the little bugger has to argue with every word I say. Oh, I've had the most clever idea. He'll not listen to me or the other villagers, but maybe, just maybe, curiosity for a stranger will win out over that sour attitude of his. Worth a try, don't you think? Please befriend my son, Ranit. Just get him used to giving a proper greeting, that's all I ask. And I tell you, he really is a marvel with automata. If you end up getting along, he might even show you a few of his stranger contraptions. Ronit! Look, we've got the visitor. Why don't you say hello? Who are you then? What? You got something to say to me? Hi-ho. That's not how we... Oh. Lolly... Oh, Ranit, my lad. You do better than that. Head up, eyes front, no need to be shy. I'm not being shy. I'm stoic. Yes, dear, if you say so. Now, Ranit, is everything else alright? You seem to be looking for something. Oh no, it's just... I mean, I sort lost my hammer. You, what? Of all the irresponsible, careless, foolish. Honey Hammer has been in the family for generations. It's a priceless heirloom that once belonged to Watts, the blacksmith of legend himself. Well, what are you standing around for, boy? Find the hammer! We will do what we can to help. Right. Why don't you have a chat with some villagers for me and ask if they've seen Ranit's hammer? Just remember your dwarven manners, and all would be well. You want words with me then? Give an origin greeting. Have a nice little bow. Trying to tell me something? I just know it. Idly ho. Oh, that's a fine rally ho you have got there, lad. I like you. Run it? Ah, that sulking sprout's lost all to what's hammer, has he? Well, lucky for him. I believe a young gentle dwarf picked it up. It's time I was getting back to work then. Good day to you, stranger. You're talking to me? You talking to me? Doing a 4 Eastern, get the little Eastern bow. Oh, what is he showing me the top of his head? Has he no shame? How is he? What are you doing up there? Oh, what's this? A perfect lolly ho. Yeah, you're an ordinary traveler, I see. The hammer? I picked up. I reckon I would hand it over to the elder for safekeeping. You're saying it belongs to young Ranit? Well, he could be a bit shouty, that boy. Do you think you could take it back to him for me? That's my bud done him. Oh, what is it here? What's hammer? Wait, this is my hammer. Well, did you look at that? You see on it, give the right and proper greeting and folk would be glad to share a bit of kindness. Could be that you've got a thing or two to learn from Joe here. Well, we're queued in, da. Huh, you lecturing me again? Well, maybe. You're not such a bad sort. I'll just put the hammer in a safe place somewhere. I mean, to be a famous smithy myself someday. So I'd best not lose it again. We got 2 DPS, so that's something. I'll leave it to you then. I know my boy's not the easiest to get along with, Joe, but I sure could use a friend like you. So we're coming kind of close to the point where if I'll give it till 10 to the hour, but I can't do what I did last time to stay 20 minutes over time. So we've got about 15 minutes left until I gotta call it quits on the duty finder. We'll just pick it up on Friday. I don't need a friend. I don't need anyone. We're not going to be friends, understand? But you can stay around a little bit longer if you want. So now what? Almost a friend. You're staying around then? Not that I care. But since you're here, you might as well I might as well show you one of my favorite automata. I present to you the invincible, the unstoppable Mega Sonic Frog Boy. He might not look like much different to the other models, but I've upgraded him with a few features I invented. Behold. Lolly-ho. That lolly-ho. You only need one law. You only need one law. Well, pretty amazing, huh? Hey, what's that look for? Oh, I see, you're thinking. He can greet some overgrown toy just fine, but he's too scared to talk to actual people. You just don't understand me. You just don't understand me. I've got the bigger things to worry about than minding my manners. You helped me out with my stuff, though, and maybe I'll forgive you for underestimating me. Just this one time, though. You think Rogadin clothes are more expensive than Lalafell clothes? I mean, I don't know. It kind of depends. I mean, they cost more fabric, right? But maybe Lalafell's clothes are more like you need to put more effort into making the proportions correctly. When you just put on something big on a Rogadin. I mean, look at t-shirt size. Do extra larges cost more than babies? Probably, right? So I need you to take this gold to Zaimut. She is one of the village elders, and her automata is due for some fuel. Another emote I want. I want this pickaxe. I want this. I don't care if only Lalafell get it. I want that emote. Well, we're certainly not getting to the Crown of Immaculate today, that's for damn sure. Daliho, you must be a visitor. You must be the visitors Amat was talking about. What can an old lady do for you? Here's some coal. Oh, on a little errand for Lanitarim, that's nice. I can't get around like I used to, what with this bent back of mine. Would you mind feeding the coal straight into Diligent Spirit here? Diligent Spirits. Pour the lot in then, have you? Thank you, dear. You're so kind. You're as kind as Ardronit. When he heard how my back was giving me trouble, the fine lad went and hammered together my oddly named helper here. Hardly a day goes by when he doesn't stop past to see if it's working properly. Aye, he's a sultry boy, but his heart's in the right place. Just a pity he handles his failures with frustration. If he persevered with his greetings instead of lashing out, I'm sure he'd be capable of a lovely lolly-ho. Actually, I'm surprised he even asked you to bring me my fuel. I've never known him to do that before. Not with anyone. I have a feeling you'll be the one to get through to him, lad, so be patient if you can. Thank you again for the delivery. Well, we've certainly got a lot of blue quests up here, and we still have that at Aether Point I missed in the lower portion of Kholusia, so we'll have plenty, and we still have role quests, so we'll have plenty to do while we and it's not looking like we're gonna get Malgul done today either. You delivered the coal to Zaimut then. Wait, she didn't say anything strange about me, did she? Anyway, thanks for the help. Maybe you and I can be friends after all. Maybe, I said. Oh, actually, we're gonna call it there. I know it's a little early, but I went way over time last time, so we're gonna call it even. So we're going to, next time we're going to queue into Mount Ghoul, and while we do that and hopefully also the Crown of the Immaculate. That would be pretty bad if we did all, say, if we could only get Malgulgan on one stream. That would suck. So we have all these blue quests, with one of which is over here, and it's a multi-parter as well. We still have to unlock, basically we have to unlock Dwarves, which involves Ranit. And we have another blue quest down here, the Fetch of Heart, and we have an Aether point somewhere down here that I need to get, plus the role quests. So we'll have plenty of things to do while we queue into Mount Gulg. And hopefully that won't be too long, who knows. So yes, we're coming to the end, which means, of course, I have to tell you that to hit that like button if you're here, or if you're watching this either now live or through a VOD, I would appreciate a like. Also, if you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate that as well. Most of all, I would appreciate if you became a channel member. Get some videos early. I will be putting out my Moonfire Fair videos shortly. I just haven't had the energy to do them lately, but plan is tomorrow is to at least get one of the two that I have planned out. I did make it to the top of the mast tower jumping puzzle, so I do know what's up there. So no spoilers until the video comes out. I'll let you know. And I think I found all the NPCs I could, so those will be coming out. You'll get that early if you become a channel member. And if you're interested in raid progression, I am currently going through Eden. We're at E3, probably going to get that clear on Thursday. So if you join the Lords or Lady or higher, get to join that and watch that as well. If you're on Twitch, just go ahead and give me a follow. And if you want to come back and watch me at that time that I normally stream, that's the only way you can actually help me there. And yes, I hope to see you all Friday. We're going to get that done end of the week. Celebrate Friday with Vothri's immaculate, see what I did there? Immaculate designing skills as we scale Mount Gulg and hopefully see Hot Vothri in his beautiful transformation again next stream. So I will segue to my outro line. I will see you in the world of tomorrow.